Hello and welcome. I'm Strix. This is Schedule 1 beta of version 0.4.0. I'm wanting to just go ahead and start a new game. I'm going to overwrite my game that I have been playing on the standard edition. Net worth 1.3 million. I've done just about everything except hit that net worth of 10 million. I'm not worried about losing that though because, well, it's an early access game. Things are going to be constantly changing, including the early game, which I don't think this changes anything in the direct early game, but it is going to change things. I think like the second neighborhood you go into. I could skip the prologue, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and go through it. It's just a silly, simple little tutorial. You don't really get anything out of the tutorial other than skills and just being able to run around. So I've already got 3 people who are waiting for products. But it's supposed to be grabbing the trimmers from the storage rack and harvest the fully grown plant. Yeah, this your buttons, what you should be doing with each of the different contextual tools and everything, like the clippers, are down there. But yeah, like I said, I've already played through a bunch of this, so let's just click on each individual bud. Good to clean up your mess. Bagging everything up is quick and easy later on when you've got the Mark II. With this one, it's a slight pain. I am making it look much easier than it is. Again, I've spent quite a number of hours in this game. Let's see. And now it's water things. If I actually read what else I'm doing. So grab the watering can, throw it in the sink and fill it up. It has been a very long time since I've done all of these steps. Okay, I don't know why that's all pink. That might be because I turned the graphics up and I'm not sure it is good for that. Let's see. Graphics. Let's go back to high and see if that works better next time I have to do anything with that. So I'm just going to throw these back in here. I don't need them. Go talk to Uncle Nelson in his wheelchair out here. Morning, buddy. Lovely day, ain't it? Sure is. If you're heading into town for some deals, would you mind grabbing something for me? Yep. I've got some business with some fellows staying down at the motel. Tell them you're here for Nelson's package. No need to pay for anything. If you're looking to pick up any supplies for yourself, just throw them on my tab. Cheers, buddy. Feel free to take my truck. All right. Then drive on into town. Got some stuff to sell, some stuff to pick up. This truck is very slow. Golden skateboard. First major purchase you want to make. I actually have a lot more fun on that golden skateboard than I do the fastest car in the game. I can't remember the name of it. Though I will say that car is fun drifting around in it. If I try drifting in this truck, it's just going to dead stop. Yeah, it's too slow. I can park pretty much anywhere in town. I just park right over here, which happens to be one of the places I'll be going once I'm done with my deal. And that's telling you you can pick it up with right click and then mouse wheel to choose the amount. Just run around town here. I haven't gotten to make myself yet. Or I would be very bald already. Because I like wearing hats, and at this point in time the hair clips to the hats. So, no hair it is. Everybody's just wanting 2 of them. Very nice. Chelsea might be interested. You should go talk to her. And this is giving out a free sample. Wants me to go to contacts. And I clicked wrong because she's right here. But it was already on the compass up above me. If you've been seeing that as I'm running off towards things without saying what I'm doing. And for a free sample, you just give 1. Damn, that's pretty nice. You'll hear from me soon. No, I won't. Now, technically, you should still have this as you're going into the hardware store and everything, but I don't like that guy there. He's not looking at me, though, so I'm just going to enjoy the product a little bit myself. Now I have nothing on me, because they're going to search you. You can stash things, and that's pretty much what this tutorial is for, but you can also just skip it like that. So I need 2 soil. Yeah, it tells you right here you can hold right click over the item you're trying to conceal only one at a time, so you always want space in between. Of course, I have nothing, so I can just hold space and make him speed it up. Fine, you're clean. Lucky this time, I guess. But I know you and your uncle are up to something on that ranch. You better watch your back. This town won't tolerate scum like you for much longer. I could punch him, but I'd get in way too much trouble. I don't want to get in trouble until after I've actually started the game. Oh, wait. I still need to see these guys back here. I guess it's a good thing I went the wrong direction to try leaving town. I'm here for Nelson's package. Oh yeah? You gonna pay for it? It's already paid for. No, it ain't. In fact, old Nelly already owes us some serious cash. Lucky for you, he's been good on his word so far. But you let him know he better come close that tab real soon. I also need some weed seeds. Ballsy today, huh? Fine. But if Nelson doesn't pay you up, you'll be next in line. Yeah, that's kind of how things work. Oh, and he was getting pseudo. Makes sense. I didn't pay attention to that the first time I went through the prologue. But now I know. Is this the right way? No, it is not. You can't hit V and look back at yourself in a vehicle. You can right-click to look around, though. I just remembered that. That would have been more effective than jumping all the way out of the truck. It would be nice if you could see through the windshields, but this is being developed by one guy, and I believe it's one other guy doing the music, and some other people helping with voice acting, and at least one YouTuber that I've seen and watched that helps him with tracking down bugs and trying to help get them fixed, which would be Big Willie. If you're wanting to see very well scienced out builds for this game, setups with employees and everything, absolutely watch Big Willie's channel. I'll probably link it below. He's way bigger than me, but if you are interested in this game and haven't heard of him, You definitely should check them out. Evening. You'd get, you get on in town? Okay, that is a bizarre sentence. All good, got your package, but those guys were pretty nasty. Oh yeah? Yeah, don't worry about them. I'll settle with them soon enough. Thanks for grabbing that for me. Well, I'll let you get on with it. See you tomorrow, bud. Nope. And in here, wants me to plant in the empty pot. So, soil, it does go slightly faster if you're able to get a good shake on it. And I need to water that. And it's still messed up, so that's probably the beta. There's these little marks you're supposed to chase down and hit. Difficult to see right now, but if you're just wiggling the water around, you'll find them. And head to bed when ready. So, nothing else in here to do. This is some of the best grow setup you can have, by the way, these racks with the lights. There's far better pots, but those are definitely better than what I'm going to be using. That said, you can wait and harvest from these plants and pick up all the stuff that's there and take that with you, but I am not going to do that this time. I am instead going to play the game as intended. Knowing this mic, it just picked up that bottle cap real loud. Whoops. Taco Ticklers. One of the places you can purchase. You're a small-time drug dealer from the South. In a fresh town with no cash, no product, and no contacts. You only know one way to make money. Time to get to work. Very glad that I personally have always been able to find other ways to make money. But this is a fun game. Great game. This little town feels a lot bigger when you're in it instead of looking over it, but it's still just a little town. So let's see here. Male, I'm rather underweight, so no hair. Don't need no hair. They don't have a proper mustache, so I'll go with the goatee. Don't need wrinkles or freckles on there. Yeah, why not? There we go. Alright, it's down here. A little bit of crow's feet there. Always lightly toasted at the very least. Oh, there we go. Somewhat quizzical look on him. T-shirt purple. Jeans are fine. Let's go with some blue jeans. And purple sneakers. There we go. There is my Strix. Now, like I said, you can actually hang out, use some of this day to do watering and harvesting of these, and then you can pick up the lights, the racks, the pots, and all of that, and carry it with you. You can even carry this stuff with you if you want. But that is not the way Tyler has made the game and intends you to play it. It's just something you can do. So open phone, check messages. I heard you're in some trouble. Best not talk over your mobile phone. Go find a payphone. You in. Uncle Nelson. This is a place you'll be coming to a lot later. One of the dealer's shacks. There we go, payphone. Been a long while since I've seen one of these in real life. Goddamn good to hear your voice, buddy. Looks like our luck finally ran out. The feds have got me locked up while I wait for trial. Glad to hear you managed to slip out, though. Back before I moved to Serena Flats, I used to live out there in Highland Point. Not the nicest town around, but plenty of opportunity for someone in your line of work. If memory serves, I've got some cash stashed out there. It ain't much, but it'll be enough to get you back on your feet. You can find it stashed near the town hall in the canal behind the supermarket. Go grab it and head back to the RV, and we'll go from there. Okay, well, when I first started, I had no clue where any of these were. I just had to follow my compass up there to go to them. Now I know where they all are. So, if you have decent spatial awareness, you will pick up this town pretty quick. And back here behind the supermarket. What, you wanting to search me? Well, come search me. Do it now while I have nothing. Okay. Bye, lady cop. Okay. And right back here. These are your dead drops. You'll be getting a lot of seeds here. And from what I understand, I'm going to have to keep a far better eye on things now. And that was my RV. I could run all the way around on the road like I had, but again, I've learned things. I could just run right through here. And there's the RV burning. And your first sign of the cartel. Welcome to Highland Point. This is our territory. Don't interfere. TB. And all that stuff that I didn't grab blew up. If you want it, get it before you go get the phone and grab the money. Well, technically speaking, as long as you leave one dead drop ungrabbed, that won't start. But I just grab it all before leaving. Well, shit. That's not ideal. There's a powerful cartel in town, the Benzies family. I figured they'd eventually be a problem, but I didn't think they'd find you out this quickly. Looks like you're going to need somewhere to lay low and stay here for a while. Head over to the motel and ask about getting a room. After that, you'll be needing to get some new equipment. There's a hardware store just southeast of the motel. Grab a grow tent, soil, and watering can. There is a demo for this game for anyone who's watching this and wondering if they might want to try picking it up. The demo is harder than the actual game, but very much shows you the gameplay loop. Hi, Joyce. Everyone in this town is either a cop or a customer. I don't have any free samples, or I could give her one. I'd like to rent a room. It'll be $75 for the week. All right. Room number 1, closest to the door. So you're always just right here. Yeah, you can punch people. It's not super effective. But then again, your problems aren't that bad. So a little bit of storage, medium rack. I haven't used medium racks in a long time. I switched everything over to large racks long ago in my game that I just deleted. That's fine. Dan's Hardware down here. And, oh, wait. He only deals in cash. Or only deals in card. I only have cash. So let's just go ahead and deposit my 300. Because everything I'm doing right now is with card. You have to balance between card and cash. And you can only deposit $10,000 a week. Which is not going to work very good for you in the long run. Okay, so that's 125 for all those. I'm Dan, I run this hardware store. What line of work are you in? You can actually answer any of these, I believe. I usually answer one or two, and here I'm just going to tell them I'm a drug dealer. Nah, good one, partner. Tell you what, take some Speed Girl on the house. Them marijuana plants will love it. Thanks. Now, if you don't mind the quality drop, sure, use the Speed Grow. I don't want to be selling a bad product. I also don't want to be marking up the price too large. Which in the end means that I'm definitely going to be antagonistic with the cartel. They're much nastier sorts. Let's throw that trash in there. Typically I would just store this and do what I'm going to do next later, but I figure it'll work out. Well, at least now I can see where those points are. So I need to talk to Ankh on the phone. You're almost ready to go, but you're missing one key ingredient, the weed seeds. You'll need to speak to a supplier to get your hands on some seeds. I've passed your number on to Albert Hoover, the local weed seed supplier. Send him a message and request a dead drop. I've vouched for you, so you won't have to pay up front. Order will go on your tab. So he's the guy who just messaged me. Order a dead drop of 1 Kush seed. I'm just going to go ahead and follow that. Shoot a letter for the time being. It goes away before long. Got it, and it'll be 30 minutes. Dead drops do take time to fill, which is what that was talking about. Hey, buddy, I'd like to sell something. I'm not going to use the Speed Grow. He will give me between 8 and 30 bucks. 17. I got this for free. I don't care what he gives me for it. 17 bucks is 17 bucks I didn't have before. Speaking of money I didn't have before. You can toss up a bunch of trash into these. And this is only really useful in the early game. After this, you'll probably, at this point in time, even Tyler, the developer himself, says just to use the clear trash command to clean up all the trash. But, early game, this is a real easy way to make just some quick scratch. 11 bucks. There's something I can buy to make that much quicker. Okay, dead drop under the West Bridge. I was looking for a gold star. It's blue. Okay, down here, this dead drop. I've got my 1 Kush seed. Back to the hotel. Let's go ahead and close the door and the curtains. So it had me water it before I even had the seed in, so there's just wasted water there. So let's just make sure that's nice and topped off. I'm tossing everything out of my inventory into storage as quickly as possible because you only have so much space. Okay, so now I need my plant trimmers, packaging station, and 10 baggies. And 10 of those. And there's pretty much all of my money. I have 55 credit and 28 cash. Now, fortunately, when you're doing everything early game, you are making a lot of trash, so you get some of your money back through that. A little bit. Okay, so that's only 16% grown, but it is after 6, so I can go ahead and sleep through the night. Oh, you do get XP out of the prologue, because I haven't done anything to net XP yet in here, so let's grab these buds. Oh, see, there we go. This time I'm not making it look too easy. Okay, the product manager app. When I was first playing this game, I watched a lot of people try and figure things out, and I was seeing a lot of people misunderstand the product manager. The product manager is just for what you are selling. So right now I'm going to be selling OG Kush, because that's what I've got. So I can mark that up for sale. A customer will message me. I'm going to go get a trash bag because I have plenty of time after having gone to sleep. I thought I had signed out of my Steam. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was doing trash bag. I distracted myself terribly. And I'm still waiting for a message. I haven't gotten one yet. It'll pop up on the left there. Yep, there we go. Austin, he wants... It's best to do these at late night, because you actually get more money that way. So he wants 3 for 135, so that'll leave me 5 left. I will leave it on the product manager for now, because I should be able to handle demand. I was hoping somebody else would message me, but they are getting around to it. So let's clean up the mess. It wants me to complete my first deal before I can move on in the quest. So hopefully I can get somebody and grab a deal earlier. So that was a quick 13 bucks just cleaning up my own mess. Once I sell some stuff, I need to get another grow tent. I also need to stop leaving my door wide open. Probably be a good idea. I don't think the cops notice things at this point in time, but better to think ahead. This is another one of the places you can buy. This will be the second place that we purchase. I don't count the motel. That's... You have no choice but to grab that. You can... Actually, I think you have no choice but to grab the sweatshop as well, come to think of it. Which would technically make the storage area the first place you buy, optionally. I would say it's definitely worth it, though. I like the storage. I like the barn and the docks. All right. I mean, they're definitely good for larger builds. Okay, so I can't select the time block we're in because it's almost over. So I'll go afternoon just so I can sell some to Kyle. I only have 2 left, so I can leave those up. And if somebody is trying to buy 3 again, just tell them, no, you have to buy 2. I only have 2. Okay, so I've got a meeting with Austin in 12 hours over here. Kyle's going behind Thompson Construction, which is this place here. So I know where he's going. I thought he was going to be going to the skate park. This is another one of your dead drops. Which, if I were smart, I would go ahead and get my 2 seeds ordered. So that'll be an hour. It's not time for his deal yet, but I can complete it, which is going to give me a bonus for a quick delivery. Only a $14 bonus, though. Buy and place another grow tent. Well, that's what I was planning on doing anyway. Deposit all of that cash. So I want that, 2 of those. And yeah, that should be it. Because fortunately, I only need the 1 watering can. Okay, drop is ready under the west bridge again. So I'm going to be very much looking forward to getting into cartel business and whatnot. Okay, but these roadblocks are funny. If you go over there, they're going to search you. So you can't drive over the bridge or walk over the bridge without being searched. And I say it's silly because I can just run through here and wave up to. Anyway, back over here for my 2 seeds. I also, at this point in time, don't think seeds count as contraband. That OG Kush I'm carrying definitely does. Okay, this is going to leave me 1 after selling to him, and I think before I even talk to him, I'm just going to go to products and take that off listing. Now I don't have to worry about them blasting me and bothering me. Let's go ahead and do you late night as well. And I have one of these that I could enjoy myself. Which right now is just going to make my eyes really red. But as you get into mixing and doing things later on, you can get some crazy effects. And I want to make sure that this second day I get to show you the 4 a.m. time pause. Which is a very weird thing, but it works. Especially when you're talking about later on when you're manufacturing things that don't require growth time, because plant growth stops at 4 a.m. along with time. But like when you're cooking crystal later on, that can still be running. Let's just fill that up first. Okay, so I still got 9 hours before they're ready. This stuff is still going. I have room for 18 bags. This is going to be 16 that is going to grow out of that, because it's 8 buds every time, with some caveats. Like if you're putting in fertilizer that makes it grow more effective, like this right here is standard, that would make it high quality. PGR makes it to where you make more, but if you're going to be doing that, it's going to lower your quality just like speed grow would. So fertilizer plus PGR, I would still be getting the standard, but I would be getting 12 buds instead of 8. And with better grow setups, you can get more. Okay, so sometimes the pointer gets messed up and stays a hand. Good luck with that. It's fun to try and figure that out. Okay, so 30 baggies, because that's going to be way more than I needed, actually. I needed 28, not 30, but whatever. I'm not doing anything in any kind of even numbers at this point in time. Howdy, ossifers. You see nothing. Okay, so I'm just going to throw the 10 over here, and there's going to be a couple more to go to. Baggies look bad when they're sitting out here. They look interesting, though, when you've got baggies of products sitting on the shelf. But I need all 4 of those. And 7 hours. I still need to fill up some time. These could use some more water. I don't need it, but they could use it. It's not going to take long before I have way more to do in a day than I have time for, and that's where 4 a.m. really comes in clutch. Now, other than just smoking the one leftover that I had like I did, I could also have given that as a free sample. Especially since it's already worn off of me. Running around over here is pointless, but this is a fun part of town. And I'm just wasting time. So let's go look at the barn. Let's show the location of the barn. Right here is your real estate office, where you can see the businesses that are for sale for laundering money, and the properties that are for sale that you can do things in. Did you just close up and leave while I was in there? Well, you know, I'm not dealing with you, so it's fine if you don't buy from me for 3 days. I'm not going to be over here selling things for weeks. What? So it's funny that you can sprint backwards, sideways. Hi, Kevin. Let's see. It's still 5 hours. But how are my plants doing? So yeah, this person's going to be right outside the motel. And then north waterfront. Oh, I know what I can grab right now. That would be incredibly useful. Because this is always over here when you start a new game. Baseball bat. If I happen to run into any cartel guys, I can bash them. Provided they're not packing heat. Okay. 69 and 70% grown. So those are going to take a bit. I'm going to go ahead and pause up the video until it is time to run those. Get myself some water. Okay, slight change in plans. It's 10:50 and these are ready for harvest. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab those. And then, as I was trying to say and cut myself off, I believe, you can hold off on doing these deals until 4 in the morning, where time doesn't stop. Not so much with your plants. At 4 a.m., they stop growing. But I would be able to do all of my packaging at 4 a.m., handling customers at 4 a.m. That is a very useful time in this game. Cannot wait until I unlock and get that packaging station 2. I much prefer that one. Because it doesn't mess up that bad. Well, I'm wrong. It can mess up pretty bad still. Oh, look. I've got my next 2 plants worth. Somehow my mistake gave me the right numbers. Okay. So, police curfew is in effect. until 5 a.m. and it won't make it to 5 a.m. unless I go to sleep. Hey, Austin, you wanted 3, right? Yeah. It tells you how many they want here, how much they're paying for it. You'll notice I haven't been doing any haggling or anything, and I'm actually not going to do that throughout this. I'm wondering how difficult it is if you just go with normal pricing. Try to keep an eye out and make sure I don't just run across police officers out here. And you just wanted 1. And now I got a phone call. You've finished a few deals and made some decent cash, but if you're looking to make some real money, you need to expand your operations. More product and more customers. Best way to gain new customers is to give a free sample to a friend of an existing customer. You can view all potential customers on your map, grab some weed and give them a free sample. With a bit of luck, they'll agree to become a customer. To keep up with more customers, you'll need more product. The motel room isn't going to cut it for much longer. Time for an upgrade. There's a cheap room for sale above the Chinese restaurant, just north of your motel room. Save $800 and then go ask about buying the room. Which, where am I at right now? Okay. Is the sweatshop right over here is what he's talking about, which is why I amended my statement earlier. That you have to get that by quest. But I've also done everything else I needed to do in the middle of the night. I can't get deliveries at this time, but I can point out that right here, these 2 cops, they are always here. And they don't care about other curfew breakers, just you. So they'll see me as I run across over here a little bit. And here's a fun thing. They can see me. They can't see me. Their line of sight is at least partially based off of your line of sight. Cranky Frank, I need to do a lot before I can unlock him as a customer. I already know that. He's, well, cranky. I can run in here and buy some supplies, but nothing that's going to let me actually plant anything down at this point in time. This is for mixing ingredients, storage containers, beds, which is a holdout from when you needed those for your employees. Now you use lockers instead, which I do not have anywhere near unlocked. And it is 3:30 in the morning. Try to think if there are any other static cops anywhere. There aren't. It's just these 2. These are the only 2 cops that are there at all times. Other than that, you have people patrolling. But a hilarious thing, if you have enough money to get a cheap throwaway vehicle, the shitbox car, you can park it right in front of the police station. And then those 2 static cops won't be there anymore after curfew. And most other cops won't be out and about. And the ones that are, well, you can eliminate them. But now you see up at the top the blue text, it is 4 a.m., go to sleep to progress to tomorrow. And that's been up there for a few seconds, which, you know, it should be like 4:20, 4:30 by now, and it's just 4 a.m. It's locked there until I go to sleep. Oh, wow. He definitely did fix the flashlight brightness. That's nice and bright. But anyway, let's go ahead and progress time. At least gather a couple more customers before I call this an episode. There we go, Street Rat rank 2. If I unlocked anything, it'll tell me right after this screen. And no. So, I do have More OG Kush for sale. And honestly, if I sell these 16, I might have enough to just go ahead and... What? I'm just going to leave that open. Bring trash over a bit. While waiting for a call, I also need 4 more customers. So, let's see. Anybody walking around right now? You're not one of my current customers. Are you one I can unlock? Unlock one of Beth Connections first. I haven't sold to my landlord yet, Donna. So, let's give her a free sample. Well, she prefers refreshing, munchies, and lethal. This is calming, but still an 87% chance of success. There we go. I've got her as a customer. Donna Martin. Still need some of Lucy's connections. You could just run around blindly like I did there and find a couple people to try. You can also open your contacts. And look here, we're in Northtown. It's when I get to Westville is, I believe, when we start having run-ins with the cartels. Let's see, so I should be able to find Peter here. Oh. He's over here. Oh, Peter. Little Peter file. He's right there. No, that's Geraldine. But Geraldine can get an offer. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah. All right, Geraldine. Peter's walking around over here. There he is. Here's this guy that everyone likes to punch for obvious reasons. Alright, there we go. 10 customers. And now I'm just looking for people to actually call me and buy my stuff. 13 for sale. Oh, I guess it's actually one behind, so Peggy Myers is walking up here. Hi, Peggy. 63% chance. There we go. What'll really mess you up is when you see 99% chance and they still turn you down like 3 times. Okay, so this is where you buy your skateboards. I would actually just kind of skip all of them and get that golden skateboard, $1,500. Absolutely worth it. For OG Kush, yeah, I'll just run over and sell to you now. Where you at? Over on the docks. In an hour. So, want to wait around? Don't want the cops to see you waiting around? Alright, Peter. I do have 5. That's going to leave me 3 left. Now you can actually delete these messages. I'm not sure if you've been noticing me doing that. Be careful with that though, because every now and then you accidentally delete your next incoming call. And that's just no fun. Oh, what are you doing, Geraldine? I had 3 left. Let's take the OG Kush off. Nice, happy customer. And here's Kevin for his, or sorry, Kyle. There is a Kevin, so I should definitely not get them mixed up. Kyle for his 4. And then Peter is behind the construction company. wanting 5. I might actually be pushing myself very quickly. Oh, I ran past it. Towards my next seed. Oh no, let's see. I don't have to order right now, but I probably should. So I have $90 in debt already. This is going to be $150 in debt to him. He's probably going to start complaining at me. Oh, hi Peter, you finally made it. Those 5 are yours. Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. It's saying I have enough to buy that because of my cash and credit. I technically don't, but I'll do all of that in the opening of the next episode. If you enjoyed what you saw here, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to see what I'm getting up to next time, there's always that subscribe button. Until next time, have a good one.